So here we go. This is Quest for Details. This is what I did right there. So nobody would give me any coins at the bank, so I won't say the names of them. I'll be nice, but basically all of them, because you know how they are. So anyhow, I went to some check cashing places, maybe a laundromat or two, I won't say, and kind of got ingenious with it. So ended up with $20 in loose coins and $20 in rolls. And I see eagles. No, maybe not. That one might be brand new shiny. That'd be like, no, eagle on the back. So, wow, that almost looks silver. That's all we're hoping for. I do not even have a silver, solid silver, pre-64 coin in my collection of a 25-cent piece. So, this is just me trying to get my yayas out. Limited funding, but it's something that you can do, so I'm going to go through it and look for anything that's silver and look careful for double dies and things like that, and then I'll have to roll them back up and turn them in. Whatever I don't keep wasn't that bad of an investment, and you never know, some of these might be, you know, total misprints or something, so you always have the chance of running into the $10 billion coin. Ooh, there's a nice bicentennial right there. So anyhow, I'm going to pop those open, and I subscribe to a channel. I'm going to give him a call out. So it's Klesh, K-L-E-S-H Guitars, and that's his channel. And he does some really awesome coin stacking. He's on it. He's got the hookups, and he's, you know, it's a regular thing for him. So if you ever want to watch somebody plow through stacks of, you know, half dollars and silver dollars and all kinds of good stuff, that's a good one to check out. It's kind of addicting, you know. So I'm going to give it a little try here. We'll see what we find. So everybody has their own standards. Here's my standards. This is what I'm doing. I am keeping all quarters now, and dimes, and even most nickels from pre-1983. I looked at all these world coins and our own and kind of thought about it, and we're all interwoven. And so I really feel that the quality of coin has dropped down since 1983 all the way across the board. We stopped using copper in the pennies. Of course, since '64 was the first mark of dropping down, because you didn't have silver anymore. And so, you know, every other country in the world that trades with us kind of has to go, okay, well, let's stop and match. Otherwise, people can just buy money and sell it. And they do, you know. That is what happens all over. So anyhow, that's my standard, because the coins were quality, because time's moving on. You know, the new ones are nifty, but if you look at a 1980 to next to a 1995, one is obviously just a shiny whatever, and then one still has whatever to it, some silver and some nickel and some quality and depth to the print and all that. So I'm keeping them all. That's my point. I'm keeping a jar of them, and unless I have to, you know, if I have to cash them in, anything silver goes in its own collection. But like a 72 here, I'm gonna go ahead and hang on to that, because when I was a kid, half of my handful would have been, you know, 70s, and now it's like one in every 2 handfuls is a 70 out here in California, at least. So trying to hang on to those. So, but you know, that one I'm going to hang on to. So that's what I'm going to do through first, is I'm going to pop through here, you know, these modern quarters, same value and everything. It might be, you know, have some sort of flaw or be a rare one or blah blah blah, but I don't know. So this is just how I'm going through, looking for silvers. But where the 78 I'm going to keep, the 98 I'm not. So one will go back and roll for like gas money. And I think you can see the quality. I think you can see what I'm stepping in. Here's the older one. Here's the newer one. Okay, so even though this one's been around for, you know, 20 something more years or whatever, it just doesn't look so fake to me, in my opinion, you know. It looks like old school, old world thickness, the metal that was used, everything. So to spend, keeper pile, this goes into a jar, sort of like a savings account, but it'll either be worth 25 cents or it'll be 2,050 and it'll be worth more. Either way, that's how I'm sorting them, instead of just keeping everything, which you can't, because you gotta spend them, you know. 95s. We're just gonna go plink, 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 plink through here. This is a pretty quick process besides me babbling. 2018s. Chunk. Chunk. And then you gotta look for people 79. You never know when you're gonna open up a roll and somebody turned in all of Grandpa's silver quarters either, because they don't know. 65, so that one that I pulled out earlier. So somebody, and once again, I think you can see the difference even there. So first quality slide, right? This one's way older than the 70s one by, you know, 10 years or whatever. And look at the shininess and the niceness of it. So bam, the reason to hang on to them all. There's our, so since I'm turning everything in that I don't keep, and what I'm keeping could go up in value, I'm not losing anything. And yeah, I'm just doing this in a parking lot. Figure as you roll across the country in 1980, as you roll across the country, you can hit all kinds of little pockets where 78, another one of those good pennies. Like, oh my god, pennies? Yes, pennies. 94s, that was a hard year. 86, up them. Love seeing an eagle every time. 83, we'll go ahead and hang on to it. Every time I see an eagle, when I pull it out of the ground and I'm metal detecting, it always makes my heart jump because it's a chance. Same deal here. 67. Ew, there's a booger stuck on it or something. Video. A 91. 86. Come on, tell me this isn't fun. And if you work somewhere where you do the till, you know, get hip to this. Keep a, don't steal it, keep a pile in your pocket to replace it. You know, swap out and preserve. Good money and keep it from getting any more damaged. 80, if nothing else, that's what my collection will be, is a more well-preserved pile of coins. 80. 97. Yeah, coin stacking, so you can type that in and find people who do this for their whole channels and stuff. Okay, you ready? Let's pop this puppy. We can look right on the side and see if there's any pure silver. Oh, that puppy, it's like it's got some age. It's an 88, just had a hard life. We understand. I don't see any pure silvers there. 67. Excuse me. 79. Put that over there and just a keeper pile. Go through each one of these in a calm spot before I turn them back in and look for flaws. So you have all those chances. And then if you really get into this, there are so many that are rare for all kinds of reasons besides flaws. And you could really do yourself a favor by keeping your eyes out for the rest of your life. So don't forget, there's all kinds of ways to treasure hunt. 79. 84, we're gonna let that go. 67s. It's not bad. You haven't spent, ooh, here's another. I'm gonna keep all these. That one looks good condition, 76. Okay, next roll. Silver on edge. Look right there, huh? See it? Doesn't that look silvery? You never know. Different people sweat, different pockets, different jars, different lakes, because I turned all mine in. What was it? Here's a 65. We knew it just by the look of that back, huh? So another, we got, bam, 365s. Let's look on edge. What do we got? And if you have one older one, it could be a whole collection. Just remember, these are coming in for all kinds of reasons. Look at that 90, like that, where you pull a 1990 out. You know, where have you been hiding? How come you don't have a mark on you? At the edge of it. So, if you get an older one that's perfect. I mean, we're gonna set that over here too. It's not perfect, but it looks like it was printed yesterday. Just keep going through this. Bam. This is actually really fun. I would do this. 74. Saw that wrong at first. I was like, whoa. Hitting a roll. 81. 67. But you know what I'm saying. Poor man's gambling. You know, condition this year. Might just set that off to the side too. Oh, what were you trying to jump away? 95. Chunk, 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 chunk. Okay. Now, a calmer spot. I'm gonna roll these all up. What is that? It's 2 rolls. Come on, that's not hard work, right? And keeping. Throw that dime out of there. What are you doing in the shot? These are all 70s, which I think it's probably, well, I'll let you know. What is it? $3.50. So I spent $3.50 and I have that equal amount of quarters, all in 70s. That might not seem special, you know, but I stick that away. Instead of putting 3 folded up dollars in the jar, there'll be $3.50 in old quarters in whatever condition sitting there. It's a cool way to save money, I think. And then so I went by my dad's place to check on the farm, the family ranch, and see how everybody's doing. And he was just getting back from junk shopping, or yard sales. Which was it today?
Yard sales.
Yard sales. And this was today's score. So, how much did you end up getting these for?
Well, I paid $2 for those, along with a fishing pole and a bunch of those little brushes and stuff I showed you.
Wow, so it was like into the yard sale, clearing out.
Yeah.
So this was
3 o'clock on Sunday.
a bundle. So you bundled this with fishing reels and everything else. But check it out. There it is, the sterling marks. So pretty freaking awesome. And this one I know is silver. Got the same colors. It was in the same load of stuff. This one's solid silver. You can see. So good score. I don't know how much it weighs, but probably, you know, an ounce and a half or something in silver. So
I'm sure I didn't overpay for it.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Yeah, it was just in the bottom of the box in a baggie. Somebody's silver junk, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, but, you know, so often it gets overlooked. You could treasure hunt in stores, treasure hunt at garage sales and stuff.
It's my favorite.
So be aware, silver's out there everywhere. Like the day could have had any crazier finds. But I was so lost on the gold that when I was looking at this originally, it had a yellow tinge to it, which you can kind of still see in there. I buffed it a little bit, but it's still there. But no, it turns out that it is shiny silver. I put a magnet to it. It's non-magnetic. I put it on my Garrett AT Pro, and it's 83, 83, 83, maybe an 84, 83, 83. What keyed me off is I was actually sitting and editing the video, and I realized that the little spring-loaded mechanism in this had rusted away completely, and that this hadn't turned green or any of the other colors that it should have turned to be brass. I don't know if you can see that. It's such a bright silver. So what I did was I took a soft cloth and toothpaste and wiped it on there, and literally I went like that across it, and it went like half silver. You know what I mean? And I realized that it wasn't, that it was basically a tarnish on there. So it kind of looks like a rabbit head to me, like Watership Down or something. So La Rare. Anyhow, pretty sure I do not, the only thing that I do not have on this is a maker's mark. But if you look at it, the kind of heavy moltenness to it and stuff, smooth and just heavy as heck. So, and because it's a silver metal, because it's heavy, because it's rating 83, non-magnetic, and the fact that it sat in the ground that whole time. You can even look at how these are attached right there and see that they were like separate things maybe set into it. But yeah, the iron on it completely rusted away. You can see it in the video, and this did not, and it didn't turn green, and it didn't corrode, it didn't do any of those things. Here it is inside in a different light, next to, so you can see, it looks a whole lot more like silver than it does like like brass anymore. Awesome. I don't know what happened to the little rusty piece that fell out in the carry bucket when I was bringing it back for cleanup. But shiny.